I'm Roberta Parks with the Peoria Area Chamber of Commerce, and we'd like to thank you all for being here today. I'm assuming you can hear me in the back row. I don't usually have that problem, if you can. I've been working on this press conference for about a year and a half. I talked to James Polk at least a year and a half ago about the idea that at some point we needed to get CityLink and Firefly together because there ought to be some synergy to what happens. So I am really excited to be here today. And I'll claim a small amount of credit to the Chamber of Commerce in this. This is what chambers are supposed to do, is to help our members get together and be sure they're doing business with each other. And that's exactly what's happening today between CityLink and Firefly. It's very exciting. Firefly, as you all know, is a company that started here in Peoria, spun out of technology that was developed at Caterpillar. They have made revolutionary changes in the battery world, and we're going to see more to come. I believe this contract with CityLink is the first local contract that Firefly has had from a company that's actually purchasing their batteries and are going to be using them in their application. That's the right word? Application. So I'm excited that Firefly is involved at this level. This is a level of cooperation that makes a big difference in our community today in particular. It is important for one business to do business with another. That keeps jobs and money flowing in our local economy, and that can only be positive whether it's in the economic climate that we're facing today or in any economic climate. So we're excited to be here today so you all can see the first batteries from Firefly being used in a local application. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Tom Lusick, who's the general manager here at CityLink.
I'm very excited today to be able to announce this private-public partnership between Firefly and CityLink. As like our EC Connect with Peoria Charter, we're trying to involve the community and local businesses whenever we can. The purchase of one pallet load of batteries was a little beyond my authority as general manager, so I had to submit this to our board. We have 3 of our 5 board members here today: Don Shea, our chairman, James Polk, our vice chairman, and Art Bell, our secretary. And they supported this wholeheartedly and unanimously endorsed this first buy of our product. Now, initially I thought to myself, I said, you know, when you hear a story, they say it's just too good to be true. It probably is. But this is just the opposite. In fact, this is a story that's too good to be true, but it is true. And it's the design of new technology. Look at the old batteries that are over there. Our old batteries are replaced by us about every 14 months. So in the life of a bus, we've probably recycled 20 of those big batteries. And if you think of the landfills in this country that are loaded with old batteries from transit systems all over the country, there's got to be tons and tons of old batteries, whereas these batteries here may last the life of the bus. So they're going to cost a little more up front, and that's why it required a little bit of risk-taking, and our board had to stick their neck out a little bit and say, yeah, we're going to support a local adventure, because we hope that over the life cycle of the bus, it'll be cheaper. In the long run, we will pay less for these batteries. We'll have less downtime with batteries that won't hold a charge anymore, and all those issues that we've had. As we grow as a company, we hope to get more electronics on board the vehicle, GPS systems, different kinds of technology that our IT director is looking into. And as these things develop, these batteries will support that. We won't have to upgrade some of the other transit systems that have all the electronics. They're the ones that are burning out their traditional batteries. They're not made to keep up with them because of the constant charge or recharge. They're very environmentally conscious. They're even safety conscious. There are issues that I personally have been involved with some batteries that have exploded, you know, from a charge, or chemicals that build up in a battery cage and there's a battery fire. And that's why there's a battery disconnect in there, so you can go in and you can disconnect the battery, because throughout the country there have been battery fires. That doesn't happen with the Firefly battery. So we're really excited about this. We think it'll be safer for our passengers and drivers, be more environmentally friendly to our community, and allow us to grow in the future. So with that, I'm going to ask Bill Amon to come up and talk a little bit about the development of this battery and the future of Firefly.
Thank you also to the Chamber of Commerce to put us together, and also to thank the Board of Directors of CityLink for their kind endorsement of this world-breaking battery technology. Firefly was created in May 2003 based on technology incubated at Caterpillar's labs, and to see that beaker level of battery science now applied in real-life applications is personally thrilling to me. Many companies kind of come up with interesting technology, but they can never make that transition to a commercial reality. And with Firefly Energy, we're so excited about where we are today in 2009, because as we all read in Washington, D.C., there's a real focus now on how do we have this country build an advanced battery competence to rival the battery technologies that have been invested in Korea, China, and Japan. And there's a real incentive for corporations to build those advanced batteries, but there's also a need for customers to be able to embrace and pay for those batteries. It's really a situation where, with CityLink as a prime example, this is the way that advanced batteries will find their way into the United States. It's not just building them, but it's also having customers see the benefits of the technology and respond with their wallets. So for those of you that aren't familiar with Firefly's technology, but are familiar with lead-acid chemistry, these are the lead metal grids that are in your car battery. This technology was created in 1859, and there hasn't been much in terms of major improvement over the intervening years. These battery lead metal grids either sulfate up through lack of use, or they corrode under high heat, or the chemistry vibrates off the lead metal and causes the battery to fail. We are taking something that's simple but elegant in terms of replacing that lead metal with this lightweight foam material. Now the battery will last a lot longer, is more environmentally friendly, will have longer runtime, and in an application like this, where you're constantly starting and stopping the bus to comply with anti-idling legislation that is sweeping the nation, to support of all the electronics that are on board that are causing the battery to be deeply discharged. Those two things, frequent starts and stops and frequent deep discharges, put a strain not only on buses but also across our nation in their truck fleets, where they're all being asked to respond to anti-idling legislation such as in California. So we're in the midst of deploying these batteries in leading applications around the world. So you're going to see these batteries in buses, in trucks, supporting wind and solar applications, supporting electric vehicles. This Oasis battery has a huge market potential because just in this size of battery alone, the Group 31 battery, there are over 9 million of these batteries purchased in the United States. In essence, if I had to put a bottom line on this, in a world where batteries today are like bias ply tires, Firefly Energy is introducing the radial tire to provide a lot more handling, performance, and in our case, runtime and life. So with that, I want to thank everyone for being here today.